Hey guys, we're back. Buzzer TV, I'm Buzzer.
And I'm Alistair.
And we're here for Avatar The Last Airbender, episode 12 of Book 3. Last time we had a conclusion episode of the invasion. It did not go as well as the crew thought it would.
It is a reality check for
Azula planned everything out, man.
Like usual.
Ozai got spat on by Zuko.
So that was satisfying.
That was satisfying to see. Zuko he escaped, he saw Appa, so I'm assuming he's following their trail. They're heading to the Western Air Temple. Most of the army of the invader forces got left behind.
Got jailed, yeah.
Got more hopefully, and hopefully not executed, right? But and then that crew was going. Aang was crying. That was sad to see. You know, he took his.
I feel really bad for him.
Yeah, Aang felt like he took a big L. You know, but like he's gonna redeem himself. He always does. And that's pretty much it. So nice, sweet, and simple. We're gonna jump into episode 12. Let's go. Hey, I went to C8 now. So yeah, the show's getting dark. We need one here.
You never know how things are going to work out, but if you keep an open mind and an open heart, I promise you will find your own destiny someday.
Yeah. Those words finally make sense to him now, you know? I love that. Oh shit!
Oh.
You might have everyone else here buy your transformation, but you and I both know you've struggled with doing the right thing in the past. So let me tell you something right now. You make one step backward, one slip up, give me one reason to think you might hurt Aang, and you won't have to worry about your destiny anymore. Because I'll make sure your destiny ends right then and there. Permanently.
Ooh.
Damn, your Katara is like that fearful. That woman was like, you ever do anything to my man? It ends there. Yo, that's
Damn.
bro.
Yo, Katara just went like.
She did not hold back at all. She literally went up to him, just told him straight up, you do anything, you're dead. Fuck. Yeah. Man, yo, this episode was, I'm not gonna lie, even like this episode, it wasn't that as action packed or anything, but I think this is one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, I think it's because
I
like
think the small moments, like of Zuko, like doing. I think the humor in this episode.
It was the significance and the insignificance of this episode.
It was just amazing, man.
You know
Like
what I'm saying?
the whole man, when I saw Zuko practicing, like trying to introduce himself to everybody, I'm just like, I just found that so fucking funny, you know? Like the whole
him impersonating himself, and then
Iroh,
and then Azula. Yo, he got them down.
Oh
so
my god,
perfectly.
it was so fun to see, man. Like, man, I actually, bro, this episode, I loved Zuko this episode, man. Like, there's something very likable about Zuko, you know? And like in this episode, like the way he was just like, again, impersonating everybody, and then he was just like, trying to like perfect his apologies, like, so guys, I was bad, I know, and I turned good, but I turned bad again, but I'm really good right now, you know. And I just talking to the frog. It's like the teenage version of him, you know, coming out, you know, that we never get to see because he never got to experience like a proper childhood, and like I'm just seeing him like act the way he did. It was so good to see, man. I probably one of the most enjoyable things in the whole show for me. Seeing Zuko act this way. You know?
This is the funnest episode I've seen.
I actually really enjoyed this episode, even though it's just one of those episodes where like I'm gonna remember it. Like when I think about Avatar, I'm like, oh, remember that episode? Like this is gonna be one of them for me.
Yo, but I'm surprised that Zuko was actually at the Western Air Temple before.
Oh yeah, him and like it was like a week after he got banished. Like I felt so bad when he saw like the bandages on his eyes and his face and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was with Iroh, it's just been a week, you know, like chill out. He's like, no, I must restore my honor. I must do this. I must do that. But man, like this dude's been through so much. Holy shit, he's been through so much, man. And I love how he's going back in the past. He's thinking about his past, and he's like, just thinking about all his moments with Iroh and all those things Iroh tried to explain to him, and it finally makes sense to him.
It makes
now.
sense, yeah.
And after all the experiences he went through, it finally makes sense to him, you know. And like
even in the past, it's like, listen, you don't know what's gonna happen in the future.
Exactly, you know. And then it's like, look at me now, I wanted Avatar the whole time, and finally, like now like my destiny was to work with Avatar, not capture him, to work with him, to end my dad's terrible reign in this world, you know. So it's just like it's just so neat how everything played out, and just for me, man, the fact that Zuko is in the group right now is really kicking in. But I'm like, holy shit, Zuko is in Team Avatar right now.
But he's not fully accepted. That's the thing.
I know that's the fun part about it. Like as their adventures go on, I want to see Zuko like be part of the team. I hope the next episode is something like, you know, just a group episode to go to a village or some shit like that. You know, I just want that episode where like Zuko integrating into the team. You know, like how he's interacting with everybody in like an adventure. I want to see Zuko ride on Appa. You know, like I want to see this.
I don't know if my heart is ready to see that. That's just like
I really enjoy this kind of shit. You know?
Speaking of Appa,
he knew Zuko because he helped him escape.
You know, I'm just like, yo, just like, does
He's
Appa
looking
know? At first, I'm like, yo, does Appa know that he's not lying or some shit?
Yeah, maybe he's animally sensitive, but it made sense.
Yeah.
He helped him escape and Boston City. No wonder he kept licking.
And Aang noticed that.
Aang noticed that.
Wait,
And he's like, why is Appa like, you know, treating him that way? But man, you know, so Appa was like legit the first one to accept Zuko already, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he's like, Zuko's like, listen, I did a lot of terrible things, but I did help him get escaped and blah, blah, blah. And you know, at first, like when Zuko showed up, obviously the whole reaction, everybody was like, yo, beat her, you know?
Yeah.
But like, Zuko's like, he's like, I like when he first showed up, he's like, hey guys, I'm just like, yo man,
Hey guys, Zuko here.
oh man, it was so
insane. Vsauce, hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
I'm gonna talk about, but man, yo, and you know what? No, you can't blame anybody in that group over there, you know?
Yeah, no one is wrong. No one is wrong. They have their
because Sokka in general, he's the type of dude who suspects everybody. He suspects. He doesn't give people the benefit of the doubt because he wants to play it to the safe side, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking suspected Aang in episode 1, you know. Obviously, like he always does things like, yo, this is an unknown quote thing that we don't know about this person. Let's just fucking stay away, you know. And but in Zuko's case, they know about him and they know all the shit that they've been doing, you know. So that they have like a historical means of going by, like, yo, this guy's character, he's gonna betray us.
he's been terrorizing them for
book 1, the whole every episode was Zuko shows up and terrorizes them. So obviously he's in the brain. Like, this dude trying to like kill us, you know. So obviously Sokka's like, okay, hell no. Katara is kind of more of the emotional side because Katara and Zuko had this very like I guess intimate moment.
Because I agree with Katara.
I agree with her because like look, I agree with Katara 100% because as I was saying, like they're having a more like intimate, like kind of like being real with each other moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did you get this scarred? My mom, I'm sorry to hear about your mom dying, my Fire Nation, blah blah blah. Like they got close to the point where like Katara was gonna heal his fucking wounds, you know? But then Aang showed up. But then and then at the moment's end, when it really counted, when Azula came by and then everything happened, Zuko showed
Zuko did what he wanted to do. You know?
Zuko's like he chose against helping the Avatar in there.
Exactly.
And it was kind of because of Zuko that Aang got pierced, number 1, and number 2, why Boston State kind of like, you know, went the other way, you know, and the whole world tilted towards the Fire Nation.
Exactly.
Because Zuko made that decision. So and Katara saw her like basically she saw her like love like Aang, you know, saw her man over there get pierced through Azula just because Zuko decided to go against them, you know, and like yo because for Katara, man, it's like because of Zuko, Aang was so close to dying if it wasn't for that magic potion she had, you know.
Like, imagine that Katara actually used that potion on him,
and he went against her,
and then Zuko went against him, got
and
killed, but she couldn't use that potion anymore because she used it on, like, imagine what she's.
But it's one of those things. It's like a butterfly effect. Like imagine her curing Zuko, and maybe Zuko would never had even attacked Katara. Maybe all of them would have worked together against Azula.
Okay, sure. But
you can't always change one parameter in something and assume everything else goes the way it is.
I'm saying it's still a possibility.
It's a possibility.
That's what's going on with Katara. Like, yo, this guy betrayed me.
It's a possibility though, yeah. But like, no, it's not even that. It's like Katara. Yo, you betrayed me and you betrayed us in a way where like Aang would have been 120%. He would have been killed because of you. You know, so like. Katara has the most reason not to trust him, or hell, not like fucking like Katara, like I don't blame her if she was like, you know what, we're gonna kill you or some shit. Like it's because of you all this shit happened, you know? Like, damn, I don't know. But and then Toph really came into season 2, so Toph doesn't really know Zuko and as well as others because obviously in book 1, Toph wasn't there, and that's the most of the whole.
It's so funny how everyone is not in the wrong because everyone but Toph went through some experience, and it's against Zuko, right?
Well, yeah.
Toph, on the other hand,
She's unbiased,
but she's also a lie detector. So she saw how Zuko genuine he was. So obviously Zuko's not in the wrong either, and Toph is not in the wrong either.
Yeah, like in terms of Zuko's perspective, like we know what he's been through, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And obviously, like Zuko knows he did wrong to them, and that's why he's trying to apologize. But it's not that easy to earn somebody's trust, especially when he betrayed them this heavily, you know. Especially Katara. So obviously, Toph goes. She's like, you know what? We have a firebender teacher. We need to learn firebending, you know. And which I'm really excited for, man. Zuko teaching Aang firebending. Oh, that is something like this is getting me hyped up, you know. I'm just imagining it right now. It's like, no, not like this. Like, is this Zuko scolding Aang or some shit? Oh man, I can't. I'm so excited. Anyways, like Toph goes to talk to Zuko, and Zuko obviously you're living in a cave. You get startled. You like firebend by mistake, and she gets burned. And everything was going wrong. Murphy's law. What could go wrong goes wrong. Blah blah blah. And then Toph's like,
realized. I'm sorry not to cut you off.
Yeah.
But you know how
you're a bitch for it, but yeah.
Like Katara is Aang's master, right?
Oh.
No. I'm not going that route. I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
But she knows how to you make ice, make fog, make everything. Okay.
Like she knows really how to do.
Yeah.
And bloodbend.
Okay. And bloodbend. That was recent. Toph knows because she's the sensing everything around her and the vibration and
metal
bending. Zuko, he's very good, but he's not great because number one, he doesn't know how to use the electric thing yet. He knows how to counter it.
They take their stomach and especially when Iroh was teaching that shit.
He knows how to counter it, but he doesn't know how to do it. You know?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So
you're saying like Zuko, but Zuko is still a darn good.
No, I'm not saying that. Obviously, he is.
He's still a pretty fucking good firebender, but like he's not like perfected firebending. That's where I feel like Iroh needs to show up somehow. I need to see what Iroh is up to.
I was just gonna say that too.
I want to know where Iroh is gonna be, where he is right now, and he needs to reunite with Zuko, and I really need this moment to happen ASAP.
Yeah, I know.
Because
he's in the good side now. Like this is what we need Iroh.
Like I need Iroh so bad, and especially that fucking D's Iroh.
But anyways, it's his crew that's helping him master all the elements.
His crew is like his teacher. You know, that's so neat. And you really think about it. Because he's only got airbending down, obviously, and before he got frozen, and then everybody else around him teaches him like how to master everything else. I wonder if you're ever gonna see Double J again, you know, John Bell. I like how they mentioned that.
I thought they mentioned it, so I thought they're eventually gonna go, but
then Zuko shows up. It's just so fucking cool, man. But man, and we had this 3-eyed fucking annoying guy show up today again. He showed up.
This guy needs to go.
He needs to go, man. And thank God he's gone. Like, even Zuko shows up, he's like, yo. It's like, the deal's off. He fucking throws Zuko away. He's like, I just want to use my fucking third eye and throw him bullets or some shit. And then Zuko's like, you know what? You're not getting paid. The guy's like, I'll pay you double. I fucking love that.
Dude, that was more of a Sokka moment.
That was actually a Sokka. I'll pay you double. Stop. But then he brushes aside, but man, Sokka and his boomerang, right on target, right on fucking target, finishes off that guy. I think he combusts himself or like he fell down or some shit. I don't know what happened to him.
Like he exploded. I think he used it too much. If his thing is injured. No, if his thing is injured.
Okay.
Remember the first time he got hit by Toph's thing, and then like the explosion happened. We were both confused about what was going on.
Okay. Oh, so
this time Sokka hit him at the same spot, and then when he tried to do it again,
is it internally combusted?
I guess so.
Okay. We're not gonna see him again, right?
I don't know. It looks like it.
I hope not. Okay. I hope we're finally done with this 3-eyed gag, you know, because like this dude needs to go. Like, just leave me alone. die. Okay. But man, he got him, and then they saw Zuko telling him, the Avatar, leave him alone, the deal's off. I love that moment when Zuko's like, and I didn't mean to send that assassin to you guys. He's like, what? You said you sent that assassin? He said, I like how he goes back. What was I thinking? It was so stupid. I should have said Azula instead. They would have believed me. I don't know why that part was so real. He's like, I should have.
It's funny. Wanna know why it's so funny?
Because it's real.
Ever in the shower, you think about a conversation you had?
Yeah,
I should have said this. Why the fuck did I say that?
He's like, I love how real it was. Like, I should have just told him Azula said that. Why the fuck did I believe him? They would have believed me.
I really like this because we actually see Zuko like being genuine instead of not like chasing the Avatar, thinking about his father or sister. This is him just trying to fit in.
This is Zuko. This is
actually.
I love him right now. It's just that moment when they betrayed the crew, and like I know you really hated him. Hopefully you don't hate him that much anymore, or at all.
No,
but
I don't hate him.
But man, for me, man, Zuko, from the first season, I've always had a soft spot for him. Like I understood him in a way. For me, it's kind of rewarding seeing him doing the things he is right now. Like as a viewer, I just feel rewarded, just sticking by him the whole time.
Thinking about all the old times.
It's really amazing to really like now you're finally seeing it,
Mm-hmm.
Like Zuko's like who he is today, right now. I just love it, man. I just fucking love it. But man, and then pretty much they accepted him. Aang approved. Zuko did say, he's like, hey man, you did say we could be friends. Well, remember when they came and said that?
Yeah.
Zuko fired him
away.
And then Zuko told him, hey man, we could be friends. And Aang's like, Aang accepted him. But then he got approval of Sokka, Katara, but we'll get to that later.
Was it an approval? Or was it just like, yo, you do what you want? Like, whatever you do.
Well, Sokka and Katara said the same thing. They're like, you know what? If you think it's okay, you do it, Katara especially. Sokka, I felt like he believed in it, but like Sokka still said that. But Katara, she was like, if you, everybody's saying it. If you think so, do it. But then Katara is like, she didn't really believe it. That's why towards the end, she's like, you want to Zuko? He's like, listen.
I love how real this show got.
She's like, listen, I don't care about your fucking destiny. I don't care about your fucking sob stories. I don't care about nothing. If I sense anything, even a little bit, because of you, something's gonna have to end. Your destiny will end that day. Basically, in a more PG way of saying, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill you. Like the way she said that, bro. I'm like, it was so fearsome. It was like. That's intimidating.
That's what I mean when I say I love how real the show gets.
It was so intimidating. It was real shit, yeah.
Like someone did something to you in the past, you don't forget it.
Oh, bro, you're humans. You can't forget the big ass betrayal. Like
it's not simple. Like okay, well, since he redeemed himself now, all things are forgiven. The Katara was like, no, you think I forgot?
Because Katara was like the main person there. She knows in that situation when she was fighting off Azula and everybody else, and was like in the Avatar state dying over there, and Zuko's causing a problem. She's like. You can't forget that, Like, well, you can't forget it right away. That's why she wants you like, yo, listen, I want to say this both of like, this alone, you and me. You do anything like remotely close to fucking hurting him, you're dead. Basically. So, and you know what? Katara had to say that. She had to say that. Like, I think I would have done the same thing as well. Like,
I thought I would have said no.
I don't think I would even obviously because we know Zuko's perspective, so like we're cheering for this shit. But like, if you put your if you're in Katara's shoes, I felt like I just feel like I wouldn't. I wouldn't be like, oh, if you accepted it, so I'll be like, no, fuck, no, that's not him, no. I'd just be completely against it, Like obviously, like it depends from person to person.
It really takes a big person.
Yeah, but you gotta see the bigger picture. Firebending teacher, like sort of Zuko showed, like, hey, like there's gotta be something. But he did stop the assassin and everything else, So like, but again, it's a complicated situation, so you don't really know. And that's pretty much it, man. This episode was so hype,
so fun,
so fun. It was a fun episode, dude. Like Zuko made this episode for me. I don't know why. I might be biased. I'm a Zuko fanboy, but. Man, Zuko made this episode for me.
He did.
So, stay tuned for the next segment. Alright guys, that time again, who's going to be your MVP of this episode?
And who's going to be the flop of this episode?
So MVP of this episode will be, well, I don't know, it could be Sokka Man. You know, it could be Sokka for that just a boomerang moment of taking down that fuck. It could be Zuko. Zuko for the.
I feel like if I give it to Zuko, I don't know if I'm being biased or.
I don't want to give it to Zuko, but if you think about this episode, who won the most? You know, like in terms of like
Zuko.
Like Zuko for being accepted, sure, but yeah, Zuko as well. But they were under threat, and Sokka had to do something, you know, by taking down this assassin who's been bothering them for the last couple of episodes.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
You know, it's Sokka's boomerang really saved the day.
I guess it did, yeah.
You know, that guy looked like a threat at one point. For some reason, that guy could have caused some harm. You know, I'm just saying, that guy's a fuckboy, but he could have caused some harm. And Sokka took it.
You know what, man? As much as I want,
I want to give Zuko so bad.
Yeah, man.
But I feel like our boy Sokka, man, as much as I hate this fucking three-eyed guy,
and Sokka's like, this is your room.
yeah, this is your. I want to see Sokka and Zuko's interaction.
That's gonna be
so funny.
So goddamn funny.
Oh man, but I feel like this MVP of this episode has to be Sokka. Man. That boomerang moment took down that.
Only Zuko.
Only with Zuko too. Honorable mention, but man, we gotta keep it real, you know. So Sokka will be our MVP of today.
You made us believe, put clothes on our backs, you sacrificed for us. You the real MVP.
Alright guys, who's gonna be the flop?
Everybody do the flop!
Alright, so the flop will be this person who has been annoying me so much.
Wait. Before you mention who the obvious mentioner is, okay, we have to mention one more person. And I'm gonna let you decide who's gonna be the flop.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay, I know.
Wait.
I forgot to talk about it. Listen. Haru? He needs to shave that shit! It's like a fake mustache. It doesn't look real. It's like, how old is he? He's like 14? He's 10. He's like 10 years old. He's we haven't seen him for 2 weeks to come out with a fucking beard. You know what? I'm gonna send your ass back to prison just for that fucking facial hair. If I was Katara, I'm like, yo, you shave that shit, or you go back to prison. I put a risk my life for you, and this is how your face looks like.
This is how you repay me?
This is how you repay me? What the fuck is that? How's your dad? How is your dad not banished you?
Throughout the episode, every time you saw him, you're like, fuck!
I was so bothered by it.
What the fuck is that?
Yo, Haru, man, seriously, bro? Shave that shit off. I'm reaching that point where I'm gonna give him the flop for that facial hair. Okay, I just wanted to get that out of my system.
Okay. Now you may continue.
Okay. That three-eyed fuck! I hate him so much! He's been bothering me for so many episodes, shows up, fucking shoots some shit from his third eye.
From his ass.
Literally, and then they escape. He can't even do the job properly. He can't even capture people. This dude didn't even speak a word the whole time. Speak, bitch! But he sacrificed your tongue for your third eye? What the fuck's wrong with you? I swear to God, what a fucking retard! Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm taking it too far. Man, the third eye freak, you're getting, what are you doing this for? Zuko offered him double. He offered him 2 times the payment and he brushed him aside. Fucking Sokka. Yeah, I'm so glad Sokka boomeranged this dude. He deserved a worse than that. I'm sorry. So yeah, the third eye fuck is the flop of today's episode. Alright guys, that's it for today. That was an amazing episode. Zuko was just fucking awesome. Three-eyed fuck is gone. Haru needs to shave that shit ASAP. Please, Haru, shave that shit. And that's pretty much it. So you can get the next few episodes all on Patreon as well. Love the support. And as always, guys, you should be.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Alistair,
Faisal.
peace out.
Shave that shit, Haru.